Ang pimp nung car, no? Ang pimp.
Paano ba ito nag-work? Sabi ko kaya...
Third episode of Trese, and we're here again with Colo
Hello.
and Jai.
Hi, guys.
Right. So we're already on. We just finished the second one, and we're on the third one. We're almost halfway through the series. What do we remember with the second one? I remember we met a couple of creatures, head creatures actually, because there's the head tikbalang and I can't remember the names, and the electric guy.
I mean, we get to see one of the creatures transform from a car into actually being a horse. So that's good.
Yes.
Coming from episode 2, So, like some of these creatures, their power mixes with everyday objects, not just them having it. Like the tikbalang. Maybe that's why it's actually called the horsepower. It's because they turn into cars. Not fair.
Also, we see Laman Lupa dying, which is a bummer.
Oh, that is.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
That sucks. I hope he's alive in this episode. I mean, like I said, he was just minding his own business, and then Trese needing you, getting you killed. And then, come on, who's the real villain in the show?
He's like, I'm just a wall. I just want to get peed on. I
I know. Alexandra even gave a very small piece of chocolate.
Like, we're cutting pot.
And what do you think will happen in this episode? It says that there's a supposed actress that they're going to guard and everything. So, a supernatural thing will happen. What do you think will happen?
Well, if it's going with the actress, it does kind of vaguely remind me of the first chapter of book 2 in Trese. So we'll see how that goes, whether or not it was true to form, or did they do an original twist and take. And hopefully they'll continue with the flashbacks, because this is really that's what I'm kind of leaning towards, because you get to see, like, maybe we get to see what Lady Ramona's true objective is.
Oh, right. Because that was, like you said, it was an open-ended thing. We haven't seen her after the flashback in the episode, the start of the second episode, and then we haven't seen her again. So maybe she'll come
Pilgrim pa daw siya.
setting up traps and trees and everything.
Another thing is, I guess, who are they alluding to in the? Apparently, with the episode, they like to collect a lot of. They like to connect a lot of things with the real life back at home, back in the Philippines. So I wonder which actor they're gonna use, or which actress they're gonna use as, inspiration, or.
Liza Soberano.
I don't know. As herself.
Yes, herself. All right. So if there's that, then let's just watch this episode 3. Okay. We'll count down. Let's see if we can do this in sabay-sabay tayo. Ha?
Yep.
We're getting better at this, man. We're going to nail this in the season finale.
Yes.
11.
11.
12.
12.
Oh.
13. Ew. Oh, Ramona. Rambo.
Female Rambo.
Ito ang kwento ng dakilang
That.
Talagbusan.
Ano daw?
Illuminati.
Diyos ng digmaan.
What the hell?
Mga dog tags, mga puso.
I know. Guts.
Mukha eh.
Colonel Wilson Hidalgo.
Oh, look. Floating kids.
Di ba yung kambal yan? I think so, di ba?
Napatunayan mong karamat-dapat ka kay Datu Talagbusan. Nagustuhan mo sana ang lasa ng kanilang mga puso. Ako mismo ang dumukot sa mga yan.
Nasty.
Pinilit mo akong patayin silang lahat!
Katulad lang ng ginawa mo sa akin. Maraming taon nang nakaraan.
Nahanap niyo ba siya?
Tama nga kayo, boss. Naghahanda nga siya para sa ritual ng dugo.
Ang mga tao ni Father Trese parang hindi trustworthy. No?
Napaka-goons yung itsura.
Dapat na nating tawagan ang konseho.
Yung mga goons lang sa raid 2.
Tungkol ito sa pagkikita namin ng inyong ama.
Kailan po siya darating, Mama?
Malapit na, anak. Pero sa ngayon, labas muna kayo ng kapatid mo para maglaro.
So, ito nga yung kambal.
Mom daw nila si Ramona. Allegedly.
Oh, what a twist.
Dugo at digmaan, bangon talagusa. Dugo at digmaan, bangon talagusa.
Nice. Why? Why?
Si Zuma.
Aking asawa, labis akong nangulila sa'yo.
Wash your face first, man.
Meron akong kailangan ipakilala.
Oh,
Bal,
Mas maraming laman na pwedeng kainin.
So demigods yung kambal, technically.
Surprise.
What? Parang napaka-underwhelming tuloy ni Trese ngayon, knowing na demigods yung kambal.
so yung kambal yung pumatay do sa ano? Kay Bantay?
I'm guessing at that point, parang brainwashed pa sila if ever. You know, parang inautos ni Mama.
We'll get into that later.
Tigas yata talaga to yung Makati.
Yun nga din top 2 inisip ko eh.
You know, this happened to me once. Nasa parking ako mag-isa. And then there's liquor. And then it's like 2 a.m. in the morning.
Oh my.
And I park in the middle of the parking.
Nice.
Power walking in. Nope.
I thought this was a kid's show. This is not a kid's show.
Ew.
Not in the slightest.
5 minutes into it.
Disco music. Nakano sila yung Toyota Crown, yung mga kotse ng mga early 80s, 90s.
pakialamero ka.
Kasi Makati to, yung urban.
Pangalan ng biktima natin ngayon ay Dr. Petra Gallag.
Oh.
Pinatay at kinalmot siya at kinain ang sikmura niya.
You think?
Nakatingin pa sa katawan eh.
May
Bakit
ibang
ako?
mapakasansala rin.
Mukhang tumakas sa imburnal. Pero masyadong maliit ang mga tubo para sa tao.
So ito na yung mga tiyanak.
Ooh!
Di ba?
This is Janice de Belen. Uy, Moy. Itong Moy na to, ha? Moy.
Anong mall yan? Glorieta ba yan? O Mega
Happy.
Mall? Robinson.
Bakit kasama si Hank? Day off.
Anino ng panginain. Magpakita ka. Magandang gabi, Jobert.
Ano, Jobert?
Showbert.
Ito yung mekatik palang ko! Dude, Eternos 2.0 ba yan?
Nakikita kong busy ka. Pero ipakita nyo lang sa akin yung CCTV ng Magna Mall parking area kagabi.
AJ talaga to si Trese.
Gusto ko malaman yung Eternal 4 eh.
Kaya ko eh. Pagdating sa mga
Paki-freeze mo na yan.
Hindi ka Mega Mall to,
May
Magna
kausap siya
Mall.
sa phone. Alamin mo kung sino yung kausap niya.
Mukhang kausap ni Dr. Galiaga kagabi si Maria Villarosa, a.k.a. Nova Aurora!
Si Nova Aurora? Yung Shining Star?
Open hat.
Pero yung tinitake niya ngayon, loser.
Loser?
Kaibigan lang sila.
I just lost a lot of respect for Hank. But you know, si Trese. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Magkababata pala sina Dr. Galiaga at La Aurora.
Ang pimp nung car, no? Ang pimp.
Paano ba ito nag-work? Kailangan mo kaya?
Ikaw talagang buwisit.
Nasa Quiapo sila oh.
Nasa kaya po nga eh. Ano ba Magna Mall?
Layo ng pinanggalingan nila.
Kaya nga eh. Ang layo ng pinagparkingan nila.
Ngayon, nasa ano na sila. Sabay,
Did you know?
ABCZNN.
yes, so nga ba, ABS? Timog.
Pupuntahan na lang kay ni Miss Nova dito pagkatapos niya ron sa setup.
Alam kong nandyan kayo.
Sinunod si Nuno. Ay, buhay pa siya! Yay!
Ah!
Oh my God. Super Mario.
Magandang gabi, Munting Trese. Ako si Amang Paso. Ikaw ay nasa dressing room ng aking alaga, si Nova Aurora.
Talent manager.
Hindi ko alam na nasa showbiz ng mga duwende.
Nasa showbiz na yung mga duwende.
Amang Paso! Nasa set siya, tinatawag ako.
Yung manihan ko.
Pakiusap, tulungan niyo siya.
Sabihin niyo sa amin ang nakita niyo.
Walang mga mata sa anino. Nakatitig lang siya sa akin.
Pinatay si Dr. Petra Galiaga kagabi. Pinuntahan ka namin dahil ikaw ang huling nakausap niya. Pasensya na, pero dapat na naming makita kung anong nasa set. Hank, bantayan mo si Miss Aurora.
Of course. Yes, boss.
Pan mo ako. Hindi yung baliw na stalker na pan ha. Regular pan lang.
Ilang taon na mo to si Hank? I want them to get together.
May kilala ba kayong gustong saktan si Nova?
Nung nakuha ni Nova ang role na to, nagalit sa kanya halos lahat ng mga artista.
Amang Paso.
Pwede bang kayo ng lamang lupa nyo sa labas at kami naman sa loob?
Nasaan na si Nuno? Bakit iba yun?
Baka ibang lamang lupa yan.
They have different times. They have their own.
So, patay na talaga si original.
Yari ka, Hank. Ooh.
Ito Maria. Nova pala.
Alright.
Fan service.
Nice.
Fan service na yun.
Sige, dito ka lang muna. Ikandado mo ang pinto at huwag mong bubuksan hanggat wala ako ha.
Don't leave her.
That's not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
May balita na si Jobert.
Jobert nga.
Medyo mahina signal dito, bossing.
Balita na si Jobert.
Ay, Jobert.
Nuno? Anong ginagawa niyo rito?
Bulong-bulungan sa lagusan, sa studio raw may kaguluhan. Ang mahilig lang naman gumawa nun eh si Amang Paso. Gagawin niya ang kahit na ano para sa mga alaga niya. Aalis na ako bago pa ako makita ng stage duwende at sabihin niyang nangingialam ako.
Duwende.
I don't understand any words coming out of this guy's mouth. I don't. Yeah, action star.
Hank, tiyanak ang hinahanap.
Alright!
Sa anak niya.
Pinatay niya si Dr. Galiaga at ngayon habol niya si Nova. Kasama mo siya?
Iniwan. Dumbass.
Tawagan na lang kita ulit. Bakit gustong patayin ng tiyanak si Nova? Bangkay siya ng namatay na sanggol, Basilio. At isa lang ang gusto ng sanggol. Ang nanay niya.
Parang gusto ko tuloy ng video game na Trese. Tapos
That'd be fun.
playable characters ni si Hank. si Hank DLC.
Oh.
Janice. Wow.
Oo. Naririnig kita.
What the hell?
Nariyan na ako. Nandito na siya. Salamat at gusto mo akong protektahan. Pero, alam ko na kung anong gusto niya.
Okay.
Nung bata ako, binubulong ito sa akin ng lola nena ko tuwing gabi. Nauunawaan ko na. Nagmula ka man sa akin, wala ka pa rin kwenta.
Yun ang sinasabi ng lola niya sa kanya?
Oh my God.
Pangit! Iiwan ka na nga lang niya sa gubat! Hindi pa niya nagawa ng tama! Hindi pa ba sapat? Sinira ang katawan ko ng 9 buwan! Ginawa ko na lahat! Hindi mo na ako pwedeng pigilan mula ngayon!
That is disgusting!
Tama na!
Ooh. Why are we watching this?
Kumusta naman? Hindi ba OA? Parang maganda naman. Biruin nyo, sabi ng critics hindi raw ako believable nung huli kong movie.
Lubos akong nagpapasalamat, Munting Trese. Ligtas na ang maganda kong Nova.
Huwag ninyong gagalawin ang tiyanak kung ayaw niyong sagutin ang pananagutan ng iyong alaga.
Pinagtanggulang niya ang sarili niya.
Isa siyang tiyanak na sinunod lang ang gusto ng sinapian niyang bangkay.
Ito yung video proof na inihingi mo, Nova.
Iniwan ng alaga mo ang inosenteng sanggol sa gubat at hindi man lang siya nagsisi.
Tapos agad ang karir niya kapag may anak siya at walang asawa.
Siya ang halimaw ng storya at kayo ang kasabwat niya. Wala akong pasensya sa mga sinungaling.
Kailangan mo munang malaman na may namumuong unos. At may mga sinungaling din sa mga kakampi mong handa kang traidorin.
Well, that's ominous.
Very.
Pwede na, si Siri. Alright.
Si Santelmo.
Sa Dasma yun or Magallanes.
Lumabas na ang press release at naghihintay ng Hollywood.
Jobert yan. Uy, oh. Lo. Ew, this. Ang daming blood.
That is disgusting!
So, that was a lot. There's a lot.
Very.
There's a lot to unpack in that episode. Firstly, yung kambal.
Yeah.
Surprise.
You see that coming? Like I said, I have a vague recollection of them being like sons of a deity or something, but I thought I heard differently. Apparently, they
I had
are.
no clue. They're demigod. Like, I don't know what to feel about it, but what?
Well,
In 100
assuming
years,
Their mom.
so, like, yeah, as we found out finally in the show that the Kanbal, they are demigods. They are the sons of female Rambo, Ramona, and the
Ramona Powers for just mixing everything now.
and
Female Rambo, Ramona Powers.
like how the origin went was pretty spot on. They on how she was tricked into killing her men, and so with Colonel Hidalgo, she did the same in hopes of erecting the god of war to show to him their kids, because she thought, like, oh, they're gonna like rule Philippines and then the world, but it turns out he's just hungry for a snack. So that happened. For the Kambal, like, like now we see them as kids. It was a very interesting sight because, like, even though they were like little kids, they were still able to take on 4 adults, and some of them being like they can transform into animals, or they might know some incantations we don't know.
what's the name of that Datu guy anyway? And is he like the big bad? I think he's the big bad of the show.
You think he's gonna be like the main villain? He does give out that vibe,
If you want to eat your children, you're probably the bad guy in the show.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Ogre from Tekken 3. You guys remember Tekken 3?
Oh.
Oh, man.
And before he becomes True Ogre, the big green dude.
And then the electric guy is Heihachi. Anyway, this was a very bloody episode. Well, most Trese episodes so far are bloody, but this one's particularly very bloody, with the Galyaga doctor being
Torn
mauled
to
and
shreds
everything.
under the car. Reminds me of Invincible. Every episode gets bloodier.
I know. What did you think of the episode?
Oh man, it's really picking up. Especially with how the scenes are going. Like, you're finally realizing that, man, this is like some serious stuff. Is people actually dying now? It's not like just an accident that happens. Like, look for the past episodes. Be like, oh, he got electrocuted. Oh, that happens like this. And the last deaths from the last episode was from the mythological creature. But now it's actually people dying. You see a dude's head blow off, slitting their throat. Little old lady getting crushed under the car, So it's getting different now. So it kind of keeps you like wanting like what's gonna happen in the next episode because it's a different story. And I don't know what to say, especially with the whole revelation too, with yung kambal nga, they're sons of a god or they're demigods to them. I'm like, okay, they're not as comedic as how they seem. Una ka lang, parang like kengkoy lang sila eh. Pero hindi naman pala, meron pala silang actual power talaga na ano.
So you're using comedy as a mask for your familiar problem.
Mr. Problems.
All right. For me, the standout of this episode is Hank. We barely saw him in the first and second episodes. He just said his highs and hellos. But here, he's part of the team. No, he went with them. For some reason, I thought, why is he with them? Apparently, because they connected it to this actress that he is really a fan of.
Pan mo ako. Hindi yung baliw na stalker na pan ha. Regular pan lang.
What did you think about the characters? The characters that were introduced and the creature of the week are Chanaks.
Tiyanak,
You know about Chanaks? They popularized by the Anak ni Janice movie back in the late 80s or 90s. Chanaks, basically baby monsters. It's like in the US, it's like Rosemary's Baby. What did you guys think of the creatures and the
I think Aladdin, napaka dark, napaka deep yung backstory of Nova Honor. Seeing her killing the Chanak, like parang normally you'd side with the good people, right? That's how normally these shows go, the black and the white. But then you'd see her just like aimlessly stabbing at the little monster kid. And you're like, I feel like the kid just wanted to be with his mom. And she did, the thing didn't want to do anything. I mean, he did do something wrong. A lot of people died. But just to see, like a little baby, like, oh, I'm going to meet with my mom and she got stabbed. Like, oh, that's pretty dark. That is some dark stuff.
So a dark and surprising twist.
Yeah.
But it's not really a surprising thing because there's this notion that actresses, especially young ones, their careers will not take off if people find that they already have kids or they have a family. Nowadays that's not really a thing anymore. Maybe here in the Philippines, yes, but show business is being more progressive right now. So I guess that's not like I said, in the Philippines it's still a thing maybe, but actresses here are still had to hide their pregnancies and had to give birth to other countries just because to hide them from their fans because they think it will ruin their careers. To some extent, maybe it will. But that's just a dated beliefs, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, we're already halfway and we haven't met.
Yeah.
Like I said, maybe it's the Datu. The Datu maybe. My money is on the Datu.
I want to know what Ramona's doing now. Like everything that's shown with Ramona, she's from the flashbacks, but there's no current storyline in the present for her. So is she dead? Well, how will the twins react when they see her again? Oh yeah. Or does she know that that's their mom?
All right.
How did she meet? How did she meet the twins? What's their backstory? Like why are they protecting Trese now?
Right? Season 5.
I'll try to answer the questions that I can because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Like for what you said, when it comes to your question, about them being brainwashed, they are not because I can say that because in this story we see that the mom was trying to prepare them to meet their father because they haven't met the God of War yet. So this whole time, her belief and notion was she wanted him to meet their sons, and through that they would probably again like the whole evil, let's take over the world. As for why the Kambal are protecting Tres, I would rather save that because I have a feeling they're
Yep.
going to show that. So those are the only questions that I can answer right now without
Mhm.
giving anything away.
Here's another thing too. Remember how Duende said there's keep your eyes closed because someone might betray you.
Yes.
I'm kind of leaning over to Nuno. He's kind of like the manipulative kind of dude. Like he
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
things to go to his narrative. So I wonder if he's the guy who's gonna betray
Yeah.
the main characters. So it's a lot of stuff happening.
I don't know, man.
A
I
lot,
think
yeah.
it's Cup. I mean, they're the police, so
Yeah.
it's already sketchy.
Jovered over the curtain. I am the
Jovered.
real mastermind.
But something I did enjoy from that was like they actually gave Hank like actual screen time, because like in the books he's just like the bartender of the diabolical. Sometimes he does help out Tres with his handy dandy shotgun, but for the most part he doesn't really have any dialogue outside of like what Chloe mentioned, like hi, like how was it Tres, how was it bossing. So even though it was kind of like a silly kind of role, I was still happy to see Hank kind of have like that little moment to shine, like, and like who knows what else is in his trunk. He has like a pimp suit, he has a bunch of guns, like what else could he have in his car,
And 4 passports.
The most untrustworthy one. You have a trunk
Jason
full of
Bourne.
guns and a very pimpy car, a pimpy suit.
And
Don't-
I really like that
that
scene
guy.
too. It's like it was a really nice scene of him like like bickering with the gambal, and then it turned out that Basilio, the younger one, broke the door handle because he never seen the like the old school
Yeah.
Cool crown
the handle that
types.
you have to turn. So he kept on pressing it because he thought it was a button. That was pretty fun. I really enjoyed
That was
that.
good writing. I actually like the building up, and then it's more of a half episodic format where there's like a creature of the week, and then they have to solve a crime. But then there's this underlying thread that that should lead up to me hoping that it's an epic battle that we can actually see
Yeah.
action stuff from Alexandra and the Kambal.
Yeah.
Whoever
True.
their allies are.
Because like we haven't really seen Jessie fight like in face adversity.
Yeah.
The first one she did was when she beat up the thugs in the pier, but that was
Yeah.
easy. We haven't really seen her struggle
You
and
haven't seen her
know who the killers.
fighting with
I'm
magic.
sorry.
Yeah. We haven't seen the extent of what her
Second
powers
episode,
can do.
She did the Constantine thing, or
Oh yeah, the shield projection.
Yeah, she did the shield. But other than that, we haven't seen any like offensive or like capabilities she can do.
That's true.
So
Because for
yeah,
the
that's
most
the
part-
build up we're thinking is something
Oh,
I
by
see
the way,
on the regular.
at ABS-ZNN, there's an actual marketing thing that I'm not sure if it's an animated like news report or an article made by from ABS ZNN about a couple of monsters nga roaming Manila. They
Ah.
a marketing thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
That's nice.
There's a comment in our first video where the commenter said that the marketing behind the Trese are the ones who did the RC Cola thing. Have you seen the RC
Oh,
Cola?
yes. You traumatized me when you showed that to me.
First of all, you guys are sick. Genius.
Reminds me of the.
It's so creative and like I said, it's genius, but it's so weird. It's out of this world, thinking
Yes.
out of the box. But it works because it gets people attention. I'm waiting for Trese to fight bottle heads. People with bottle for heads.
Yes.
Or Pepsi Man comes out.
I think I'll probably say this in every episode, but I just really can't get over how the Kambal, like not only did we see them manifest the mask, but also the guns also come together too. I always thought that they kept it in their pocket or in behind their pants or something, but that is also manifested along with their mask. That was a really cool touch, and then you get to even see the magic guns. Yes, there is a reason as to why they do manifest when they do go into battle, but I'm gonna save that for either next episode if they show it, or if it doesn't show in the next in the last 3 episodes, I'll just probably like reveal it towards the end.
Because the Kambals believes in science, they wear masks.
Very true. They're ahead of their time.
If there's ever a season 2, I hope they lean on the more supernatural urban legend news that was actual history of the Philippines. You know, there's a podcast that deals with this supernatural cases and stuff. I forgot the name. They tackle everything between there was the massacres and the murders and even the ozone disco. It's not a supernatural thing, but you can lean into that.
The mystery behind it,
Yes. Okay. So with that, if you'd like our third episode and video, I hope you subscribe if you haven't, please, and like if you want. It would really help us. For Kolo and Jai, thank you very much for watching, and then see you next episode. Thanks.
Bye, guys.